Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome to episode 1 of a new Software Inc. series. I am so excited to be back, guys. It's been months, and there's been a few new updates, which I'm excited to explore. I've played a little bit, but I'm still gonna be a little bit rusty, but I'm super excited for jumping back in. All right, guys, so the thought and the scenario behind this series is I want to roleplay as Microsoft. Not overly original, I'm assuming, for Software Inc., but it's going to give me kind of a guideline, and I like to have like kind of a set story to follow in this game. So the story is we are Macrosoft. Get it? Micro, macro, obviously. And we are going to be playing as Will Gates, not Bill Gates, Will Gates. All right, guys, let's jump into this. So we got Will here. I think I made him look pretty good. He looks a little bit like Bill, right? Here's an image of Bill, right? Close? Maybe? Oh, who cares? All right, guys, let's set him up. So I'm going to be doing it on hard difficulty. So there has been a new difficulty added to the game. There's been realistic. So basically what they've done is easy has become easier. Medium is kind of a little bit easier, I think. Hard is the old medium, and realistic is the new hard, I guess you could say. The real things in this starting scenario, when you look at it, is if you go realistic, you have less skills there. Hard, you get a little bit more. Medium, even more, all that kind of stuff. And it also depends on how much money you have starting with. That obviously doesn't matter as much, as you'll see in game. You can get some money early on fairly easily. I'm going to stick with hard just because I want a little bit more skills. And you know what? Why not? Why not? Hey, we're going to stick with one day. All right, let's give some skills to Will here. I'm also going to leave generous and optimistic because not a terrible personality traits, but let's get Will skilled up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to set Will as basically our designer, artist, and lead of that team. It's a little bit unrealistic to what Bill Gates is in real life. He was like the lead, like, programming engineer. I don't know everything about Microsoft, but I've done my research. But what Microsoft did originally is it was Bill and Paul Allen were like the two main guys. They are the ones that started the company. So I want to start the company with those two guys, Bill and Paul. I'm gonna call him Saul probably. We're gonna hire ourselves a lead programmer very early on. Is the goal. All right, so let's make Bill here our designer artist. I gave him skill. The difference between, I know people get confused by this. So this is your skill, how much actual talent and skill, and this is what levels up. Like you gain experience and you gain skill in the game. These are specializations. People get a little bit confused by that. So you can have a character that has 0 skill, but a huge amount of specialization when you're hiring, or vice versa. It's a little bit more difficult to see. I don't even think you can see their skill no, you can actually in the hiring screen. We'll go through that later as well. So this is the actual talent he has in these different skills. So I'm gonna make him a decent leader, okay at programming because he's got to do a little bit of everything to begin with. Pretty good designer, pretty good artist, and a little bit of service skill. I could probably take that all the way down. You know what, let's take it all the way down. All right, and now let's give him some specializations. So because we are Microsoft, we're gonna be making OSs and operating systems and story and 2D designers like art or paint. We'll call them draw or something. And what else? Office software, Microsoft Word, obviously, right? So we're gonna need a lot of system for that. So let's do 2 system for each. We're gonna need a lot of 2D and just do 1 audio. Sure. Same with art, 2D and audio. I do have mods over here that I could use that would like boost up and give me more things, but I'm going to go vanilla on just like the major mods for this playthrough. All right, let's go to leader. I'm going to say I want you to be able to handle complaints and salaries. I want to handle education and hiring, at least for his teams. I do at some point possibly want him to do automation, and I want to hold meetings. I'm not going to touch multitasking for our leader. Service, support and marketing. You just get 3 points for all those. Great. All right, let's jump into this, guys. So let's pick a map. So we have I don't have any modded buildings here. Let's just stick with the garage. It's just going to be the 2 of them at first. Yeah, we're just going to stick in the garage, and then we are going to, very early on, when we hire our first team. All right, let's pause the game. Set up our little building here. In somebody's garage in the middle of the suburbs. Love it. Oh man, I'm so excited, guys. I'm also excited by the graphics are a bit better because of my new computer. Loving to see that as well. All right, let's do some building. So what do we want to build? Oh, what am I talking about, Jared? We want to build ourselves an office, right? Office. All right, so I'm going to immediately, we only have 12,000, but that's going to be more than enough to build our 2 desks, I think. Might only be enough to build the 1, but I kind of want to hire 2 people like right out of the gate. So what I want to do, let's just get 2 of these. I did not hold shift. Guys, just behind the 8 ball apparently. All right, I think that's a good spot. Yeah, so if I do 2 of those like that, I'm gonna get really crappy chairs to begin with because I'm gonna get a good chair relatively early on. Let's give them both a computer. Boom, boom. Okay, let's also get some bookcases in here just for the, oops, there we go. The benefit that we get from bookcases. You can see if you go here, we have skill and environment from bookcases. Love to see it. Let's get some mood going for some plant. You guys both, I obviously could have gotten just like made one and copy and pasted it, but I chose not to. All right, so this is going to be Will's station. This is going to be Saul's station. So Saul's gonna be our programmer. We're gonna give him a calculator. And Will is going to be our, do I want to do, this is bad for lead. This is better for lead. And it looks like it's okay for design. Design and art though would be better with this. You know what? I don't care how good of a leader you are. You get a design pad. Let's put a clock. We'll do one there. Do one there. We're spending a lot of money, but hey, gotta spend money to make money, right, guys? Okay, what else do we need? Let's do a dividing wall. Sorry, just knocking over my stuff just to get some noise. Cause the other thing I want to do almost immediately, if I have enough money for it, is servers. Nope, I need a table first. We're gonna throw a table in here. This is something very weird that most people don't do, but I like to have a server immediately so that we have a SMC, I believe it's called, a server for us to actually do our stuff with. We'll go through that as we get there, but I like to have a server basically immediately. So there it is. Anything else that I need? Yes, there is. Let's do another few of these. I know it's very interesting little space, but I need to have somewhere for our new employee. Will does not care, but Saul will care about the fact that he's going to be constantly hungry. So let's, oh, can I up in there? Oh, because of the clock? Okay, you, my friend, being deleted. Yes, I want to sell it because I want to put a vending machine in there. There, now Will has somewhere to go. The other thing I kind of want to do at some point is they're going to go out and have meetings on this table constantly. It'd be kind of nice for them to go in here. How much does it cost? Lease is 220. Yeah, I'm going to lease you. And we're going to make ourselves a little, we do have some glass tables, which would be kind of cool. I think I'm just going to call this our meeting room. We're going to throw that in there. Let's just throw 2 chairs. I'm not going to care about, no, I don't care about that. And I'm also going to throw a, where is it? Fountain. Let's throw a fountain right here. There we go. All the amenities. We've spent almost all of our $12,000, but hey, we are much better off. All right, let's get out of here. So this, I want you to be assigned to Will. Obviously, the other person will come into there. Now we can actually start the game, you guys. What do we want to do? Oh, I just got away from that. So Will's actually not going to come into work today. Let's go to manage teams and actually set it up. I'm going to set it up as a standard 9 to 5. Everything is there that I wanted to. Let's make sure the vacation is, oh, we have to actually make sure the core team is selected. They can go on vacation at any point in the 12 months. Let's do our standard setup here. When it comes to managing employees, I want to see their state and their skill. I also want to put this up. Well, here's what I was talking about. Oh, can we shrink you? I don't care about sick days. I can see the years earlier. We're only 20. I don't care about vacation. I have no salary, but we're gonna see people's salary. Team, there we go. Satisfaction. I know this is a bit weird. Okay, so here's our skill. We were talking about skill, so this is all of our skills. We have 42% in lead, code, design, art, all that kind of jazz, right? It's nice to see. Oh, we actually want to. Why are you being so weird? Is there something that's supposed to be there? Oh well. Oh well. Will. All right, let's change your roles as well. So you are, for right now, you're my leader. And you're gonna do everything at a high a high roll. Well, okay, here's your first roll, secondary roll. So they'll do this first if they need to, and a secondary roll, they'll do that one. Yeah, do secondary of service. Thank you very much. And did I already jump to the next day? I can't remember now. I don't think I have. Let's almost immediately, well, let's just jump to the next day. That's you, boom, slow things down, and let's get some contracts. First things first, contracts is where we need. I want to hire somebody immediately, but I need some money first. So he's a very good artist. So I'm going to immediately accept a bunch of game assets. Accept work. We have a bunch of logistical applications that we can grab later. They'll give us some more money, but I don't want to do them right now. Well, another thing about game, which is awesome. So here's how it works. I want to do a bunch of contracts early to get our business reputation up so we can get some more money, so that as soon as we jump to our new building, which we hopefully will build relatively soon, possibly even next episode, we can get a receptionist and get deals and make some passive money while we jump immediately to building our OS if we can. I would love to get to an OS almost immediately so that we can, just like Macrosoft can dominate the OS field in the 90s, just like Microsoft did. Right? Sounds good? Let's do it. All right, so we're gonna jump in. Let's just go. We have enough money now to actually hire somebody, and I think at the end of the day we will. We only need to get like off on all these guys, so I'm not even gonna get up to a full. Maybe I will. Let's we're just gonna develop it. We're gonna develop it past this point. So these little lines is only how far they actually need you to get it to before they'll allow you to go. I'm gonna get it. Let's get him to the end of the day. It's only 3:30. Let's jump him there. He's actually going home. We're just going to promote and finish. I'm not gonna do any bugs. Inadequate, but that's fine. It's actually going to build our reputation up immediately, which is beautiful. And we have, let's pause the game, almost 24,000. So I'm gonna go out immediately, and the story is, Will worked for a day and decided, you know what, this is too much work. I'm gonna call my friend Saul and say, hey dude, I got this idea. I want to be a business entrepreneur, tycoon. The words, I want to do all that. That's the idea. Let's hire somebody. Come and help me out on this. So we are going to hire ourselves a programmer. Specialization, systems probably fine actually. And we're going to do overall skill, personality. I'm going to keep its salary low because I want to hire somebody young, because I want Saul to be with us for a long time is the idea. So he's not going to be very skilled. I know that's a bit weird. Ruth Brown. I think it might be you. I think you might be my person. I mean, Greta. No one's gonna have a lot of skill, obviously. Although, who was it there? You're 27 though. There's a reason why you have that much skill, and this one has lead. Ooh, that's another kind of nice thing, because I wouldn't mind him. Maybe, because I wouldn't mind having Saul be the leader of my programming team, and Will be the lead of the art team of the OS in the future, to have like a co-op team. So one's the programming, one's art. And at this point, they would have already a set of specializations. Is there anybody here? That's actually a really smart thing for me to be looking at. I kind of want someone who's a little bit younger though. Like 25 with some lead skill would be amazing. Let's look one more time. I know that that both of those probably would have been fine. Man. I mean, I guess. Do I want to look one more time? I'm just spending all my money. I'm looking one more time. That's it. This is the last one. It's either one of you two. Although, let's just take a quick look. I probably had that perfect person who was only 20 years old. You're good. No, let's go for the 24-year-old here. Man. Okay, 24-year-old it is. Bruno Wagner, I'm going to be changing who you are. I'm going to be hiring you. Yes, I know I have limited funds. We're going to make it up right away. And before we even hit play here, because I don't want to go to the next day, we can actually have it going in the background so we can see we have the herd of orange cats. What are you guys up to? Just being fat and cute. That's what they are. All right, let's manage teams here. All right, Bruno. So I'm going to make you a lead at some point, but change roles right now. You are not a designer, you're not an artist. Actually, I'm going to take you off art completely because I don't want you to screw with my art. In fact, you are just a programmer. You can design a little bit, maybe. Hopefully his design will boost up as we go along. And service as a secondary. I need to change you. How do I go to details, change name? You are now Saul Allen. Is that how you spell Allen? That's how you spell Allen. So we're just changing their first name. In real life, Paul Allen was the guy who, unfortunately, I think he died of cancer. I'm probably spreading rumors there, but I think he did. He left the company for whatever reason in the late 80s, I believe. I'm not a huge Microsoft nerd. I just have done that whole research. If you Google in Microsoft, you get like a history of Microsoft and images, which is what we're basically playing off of. Okay, so next day, jumping ahead, we are down to $2,000. Let's immediately, so now that we have both of you guys, we're gonna get, you know what? Let's get some money immediately and take all 6. You don't really want to, we're just going to accept it all. A character or a pawn, I guess you could say, gets overwhelmed if they have more than 5 things to do. So this immediately is going to overwhelm Saul. Will's not going to care too much, but Saul is going to be pissed off about it. All right, and let's immediately just develop everything here. We're not going to go too hard on that, and let's let things go up a little bit. Oh, they started off with a daily meeting. All right, and this is the last day where I'm just going to, all right, finish. Just going to spam these guys. Yeah, slow down. I know I should just have this going in the next day. I'm just going a little bit slowly early on because I don't want to go too crazy. I know you guys are probably smash your head against walls because I'm slowing it down every once in a while. Let's just jump to the next day. I know I could just be sitting there with a sped ahead, but I don't want to. 65,000. That is more than enough for us to feel comfortable with. We are going to continue to do stuff in the background, mostly because Saul isn't going to be any help for us in this original contract. On that note, wow. Are we already, oh, we're already at 2 business. Man, hard is way easier than I thought it was. Awesome. Well, you know what? Then do these need to be done in a month's time limit? All right, let's actually get that. Accept you. It's going to give us a little bit more money. I'm going to do only 1 just so he can be working on that in the background. And I actually want to start something. So first thing I want to do, let's move this up here. Obviously, I want an operating system. I could just out of the gate start with an operating system, but to make an operating system, you actually need, go to advanced. Let's just do this, blah, blah, I'm just making sure I'm actually right about this. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need oh, what? Maybe I'm wrong. I thought for some reason, oh no, it's not operating system, it's Office software. I need a 2D editor. That's right. So I know it's like not really what they mean by a 2D editor. They kind of mean something more along the lines of like Photoshop. But I guess Paint is like Photoshop, but Microsoft Paint is one of the original things. So I want to have, we're going to call it instead of Paint because I want to switch everything up. Also, if you guys have any ideas for any Microsoft products in the future, leave them down below. I'd love your input, but we're going to call this Draw. Pretty close to Paint, right? Okay, what do we want for Draw? Let's try and get it not terrible. Layers, clip art. We're gonna leave it all for level 1, raw image import. It's gonna take 3 years, approximately, apparently. We are gonna get a speed boost because we do have a server by a little bit of a speed boost. Here's what it is. So with this server, basically it means all of your code is in one computer. It's like having a cloud, a company cloud. If you don't have this, basically how they're working is everybody's coding and putting it on their own little floppy disks. Or I guess in our time, a USB drive, and then having to share it that way. This way, they're all on like a company cloud. Server 0, we have to change that server. Can I do that from here? I can. Server 0, you are going to be our SCM server. Thank you. None. It hasn't changed it there. Okay, this looks pretty good. We're getting at 96%, and we have a massive customer reach. Obviously, it needs more than we want. Let's make this $95. You can just like set it for what it says it's going to be, but I'm going to make it 95. I like to undercut a little bit. 95.99. Nah, 94. Let's be anal about it. Yeah, 94.99. All right, next page. We're not going to use a framework. Do I want to use a framework? I mean, so I don't want to create a... Ooh, do I want to create one? I want to get some money coming in before I create a framework. Next page. Also, this is not going to be my 2D editor team, so I don't feel too terrible about it. All right, we need to add some OSs to put it on. This is the way I usually do it. I just do active users. Unfortunately, obviously, seeing as we are Microsoft, and the obvious parody of Windows would be doors, but this game automatically already has doors, so we're gonna have to choose a new name for our OS system. My first thought is Portal. Macrosoft Portal. If you guys have any better ideas for that, leave it down below. I'd love to have your input, but that's so far what I think it's going to be. We're going to try and get this thing on doors. We probably don't need it on doors 2. Let's remove that just for doors 3. It's going to make it a little bit faster for us. And let's try and get this up to 100%. The way we would do that would be like that. Boom. So you can move your little touchpad around here, and it's going to find the best little spot, and you can make it so it's all the way down to 30%. Or I can find this kind of the sweet spot right there. Make it 100%. Boom. So many people are going to love it. All right, let's go to the next page. We are going to develop by core, design team, develop teams core. Now here's a question. How long am I going to work on this? I think that the moment that I release this, I'm going to hire my first team, is my thought. And hopefully it's going to make us a little bit of money. Crossing our fingers. I might have to fire the team immediately, but I'm going to at least hire a few marketers and a few support people to help me with this product. So I'm just going to develop it without a publisher. I can always choose. I can always change that in the future. Let's develop. So we are going to work on draw in the background, and let's also just develop that immediately, please. I did not notice that you were doing that. Let's also make this high priority. I want to get this done this month if I can, and let's speed this up a little bit. I don't think we're going to. It's too big. Oh, this needs art and code. Oh, it's a good thing that... So embedded systems need art and code. Forgot about that. And network stuff does not need both. Let's jump to the next day here. How are our computers doing? State 82. I'll give them one more day. All right, you are going to work on that. Let's actually get you another one here. I'm going to accept this one as well. That's just logistics. We're going to develop it immediately. Oh, it also needs both. Oh, man. All right, and let's get this promoted and finished so that we can just work on this for today. Having a little staff meeting in the morning. Having this 24,000 immediately is pretty awesome. It does take them a little longer to work on, so using the small ones is kind of nice. In fact, tomorrow when I take a few more of those small ones, it gets our business reputation up faster, which is nice. But as for right now, it's fine. Oh, you guys are still working. We're going to promote and finish it. 100K. Love to see it. In the morning, we will come back. See you guys later. Boom. Let's actually just get a bunch of small ones here. So we could get a bunch of those, but let's just motor through a bunch of these little guys. Let's get 4 of them. Accept all. And develop, get our reputation going here, which is going to be beautiful. Come on, guys. You can do it. Promote, finish, promote, finish, promote, finish, promote, finish. Good for you. And then you can have your little... Why are you meeting so late, you guys? Uncool. All right, and they are done for the day. Before I start the next day, I'm going to call in maintenance, IT, and cleaning. It's going to cost us a pretty penny, but they will clean that stuff up before they have to come in the next day. And boom. Do I want to have them? You can left click to drag items, and yes, I understand that. Go away. I don't need none of those hints. Contract work. Let's do these 3. Why not? Again, just for reputation's sake. In fact, let's actually work a little bit harder on them. Now, I'm lying to you. I want them to, promote. Finish. I want them to, why is that one taking so long? Oh, because they can't both work on it. That's why. I should actually not be doing anything that requires art because I do want our friend Will there to be working mostly on draw if I could. Next day, please. So if that's the case, let's just get an embedded system. Logistical application. So it needs art. So these all do need art, which is unfortunate. You know what? Yeah, we're going to accept this. Paul can't do anything right now, so I kind of do need things for him to do. And this is also a good skill building for them as well. Oh, but it looks like Paul is not here today. That sucks. Develop. And you're not going to work on the code really at all. Well, luckily it's a 2-month thing, so he's going to get all of the art done. In fact, that is basically all the art. And then he's going to come back tomorrow, and hopefully Paul will be there. They're both there. Yay! So they're going to motor through after having a long-ass staff meeting. We still have 1 month left. We're not in dire straits. Straits? We're not in dire straits. We're going to give them the entire day to work on this. Nope, I lied. Finish. 30,000 for making an inadequate product. Inadequate semantically. So, again, right, because he does do design. Ah, man, I kind of wish that he didn't do design. Maybe I will take him off design so that, because I want this to be a good product. I mean, I can always iterate it, and it will, you know what? I'm taking him off. You, my friend, change roles. You do not design at all. All you do is program, which means that he's going to be sitting there sleeping. So I do need to get you to do some contract work. Let's get you to do another embedded system. Accept work. And go forth and prosper, my friend. He should be working on that, but he's not. Oh, because there we go. It was in the design stage. That's my fault. I'm sorry. So hopefully he will... I wonder if I want to put him on a different team. I could do that, but I don't want to. Accept all and close. Raises. Oh, right. So that's the other thing I could do that I want to do. Manage teams, core. Let's do HR management. I want to handle wages and complaints. Let's give them 2,500. Let's give them 25,000. That's probably too much. I'm just for right now going to have them handling the complaints and the salary, so I don't have to, that doesn't pop up constantly. Yes. For the OS teams, which these guys are going to turn into at some point, I don't want them to hire people left, right, and center without me, because I kind of want to be in charge of that myself. Once again, you are just sitting there. I do wonder if I want Saul to be on his own team. I think I do. So you're going to sit there for a little while. I mean, Will Gates can be educated. And what are you being educated in? Handle education. Let's give him multitasking. Again, I don't want Will to be doing any of that. Let's do this. Let's make ourselves a new team. We're going to do a new team called Core Programming. Is that even spelled correctly? Who cares? Add. We'll change it in the end there. And I'm going to go, and this is going to be... no, I want to change your name. Rename. There we go. Core Design / Art. So, Core Design / Art is going to be just Will, and you are going to be on Core Programming. Okay. Which means that I want to assign just Core Design / Art. So that means that Will is going to be only working on draw, and I need something for our friend to do. So let's do, we want this done by programming and not Core Design / Art. So he will, oh man, he does need a little bit of help, doesn't he? Although he, yeah, I don't know if he'll do it or not. Let's see. Let's accept. No one is competent competent as a level 0 system designer. Okay, so he does need both. But at least this way, yeah. Oh. Development teams, design teams. No, design team is both as well. And development team is not you. There we go. Cool, that's how we're going to do it. So development team, so the design team will help a little bit, and then immediately we're going to jump into him just doing it. Perfect. Love to see it. Hopefully that'll work. We're going to see in the morning. Let's jump ahead a little bit here and boom. Before everybody comes in, how is our computers? I want everybody at like tip-top shape here. So let's call in IT and cleaning just to make everybody happy. I know I'm probably spending more money on it than I need to, but that's okay. And we are in for work. Why are you doing nothing? What are you waiting on? Develop. Oh, right, because he won't do it unless it's developed. I'm going to give you a couple things to work on here. You can also work on this one. Yes. And you can also work on this one. Yes. And we are just going to immediately develop, and he's going to work on this. He's not going to do the art, but I'm kind of hoping that the code will just bring him far enough that it won't matter. It looks like Will is at work. Okay. Oh, one last thing here, guys. Rewards. This is new. This was not in last time I played. So what you do is you get rewards for things. So let's claim our reward for making 62,000 from contracts. I believe this is a chair, which is the reason why I didn't get good chairs. Thank you very much for that. We have hired our first employee. What do we get for that? We get a desk and a modern desk. Oh, sick. And I don't know what this one's for. I could hold shift apparently to immediately claim my reward. Oh, carpets? Guys, this game got so much better. All right, immediately I want to do this before, and it says new and everything. That's awesome. Comfort environment, economically good. Love to see it. I want to select you and, no, let me, you. And I want to replace you with this economical chair for $2,000. Beauty. Look at this thing. Oh man, we're gonna zoom right in. So pretty. Oh no. How do you feel about this, Saul? You feel that you have zoomed in too far, if that's what you say. Well, that's just kind of the way this is, Saul, okay? Just live with it. All right, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the first episode of the new series. I'm loving it. It's amazing. And I will see you guys in the next episode of Software Inc. So like, comment, and subscribe. Leave any comments down below if you have any thoughts or feelings about the series. And if you want to be put into the series, I should have said this earlier. If you want to be like me to name one of the leaders after you guys, I would be totally down with that. So if you have any thoughts, desires to be in the game, leave that down below. As we gain more employees, if you want to be one of those employees, let me know again down below or on my Discord, which is linked down below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.